What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined tonight by Brandon Kramer, and we're fresh off a Yankees win against the Red Sox. How are we doing tonight, Brandon?
We're doing great. Cole looked amazing. Even that home run he gave up was not a bad pitch. Cole looked amazing. Send Jonathan Holder to the moon with a couple other people, including Brett Gardner. But besides that, good to see Ben Heller back. But yeah, dominant win. Red Sox are awful.
Yeah, I think we should start tonight off by talking about a piece of news that we got today regarding Yankee superstar Aaron Judge. Very sad, very sad. Grade 1 calf strain.
I think they said if there was
Yeah,
a
it could
grade
be
below
less.
it.
Yeah, it could be less than grade 1. But I mean, at this point, it kind of set Yankees Twitter ablaze. You had all these people saying, Judge sucks, injury prone, Judge sucks, get him off the team. He can't play more than 20 games. Let me say this, everyone chill. We know that Judge kind of gets hurt sometimes. I don't know if I'll classify him as injury prone yet. Let's see how this injury progresses. He could be back by next weekend. If he plays 45 games this season and people are going to call him injury prone, that's ridiculous. Let's give him time. It's not that serious of an injury. He shouldn't be out for a long time. But my main thing here is that Boone knew this and lied to the media about it. We were told for days that it was just lower body tightness. There was nothing wrong with Judge apparently for days. And then all of a sudden, he just figures out that he has a calf strain. I mean, Judge was literally taken out of the game, and Boone said because he had wear and tear from Tampa, and they were just being cautious. It's ridiculous.
I mean, what I think is this is like in a 162-game season, this would not be an IL stint. I think Judge would just ride the bench a bit. But because the season is so short and you want to try to milk as many players as you can get, you can put Judge on the IL and call up a Thairo Estrada instead of just wasting a bench spot. Yeah, I mean, this is Judge has played all the time, but like the turf is tough, but still, like we know Judge wanted to fight to play with the schedule. I mean, who knows? But like the big issue is don't lie to us.
Yeah, that's my main thing here. That's my main thing here, especially because like I'm not that worried about the injury itself. It's obviously frustrating that Judge is missing time again, and I can understand the people who are frustrated, but let's not overreact to it. It's not that big of a deal. Hopefully what they're telling us is true, and it's a very minor injury, and he should be back soon.
It's good to catch this now before it gets bad. Look at Josh Donaldson. He's been on the IL for 3 weeks. His entire career recently has been hindered by these calf injuries. So it's 100%. Good to catch this now. Judge is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But still, like, I mean, everyone went crazy. Like when the news came out that he was on the IL, everyone said Boone's like, oh, we're hoping just gonna be a couple days. Like, we do not trust you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is tonight. Even without Judge, without Stanton, they look dominant. The offense, they hit the ball all around the field. I can think they have 14 hits. Gleyber Torres woke up from his slumber he has not been good to start the season, but he went 4 for 4 tonight. Hopefully he's back because we know that when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player. Gary hit an absolute moonshot tonight. I think it was like 461 feet or something like that.
Yeah, so the thing with Gary is, Pat, you and I detailed it. We did some behind-the-scenes film study and realized that Gary has a very exaggerated leg kick, was not catching at the fastball. Seemed like today, and yes, although he only had one hit, which was the homer, his at-bats are a lot better.
Much better.
Don't yell at him for swinging a slider out of the zone. That's a tough pitch to hit, and he got some tough ones. But for the most part, Gary's making contact, and Brazier, you thought Gary would forget what happened in 2018? He looked at the ball, looked at him, looked at the ball, looked at him, threw the bat. Here's the thing, but also,
the hell out of
just this is to Kevin Pillar. Don't fucking run on Gary. Don't fucking run on Gary.
Gary gunned him down like there was no tomorrow. But Gary, like you mentioned, Gary's at-bats are 100 times more promising than they were even a week ago at this point. So I think I'm on the same page as everyone else with this. The Yankees can easily function without Judge and Stanton. And that's crazy because there's very few lineups in baseball who can even say that. But if Gleyber Torres and Gary Sanchez can wake up and get hot, this is a dangerous, dangerous team. The depth that they have and that they can just easily replace Stanton and Judge with Talkman and Frazier. It's dangerous because these are guys who can produce offensively and still provide a presence in the lineup that doesn't make you miss Judge and Stanton that much. Obviously, they're different hitters, but it's still a solid presence in that lineup.
Yeah, I mean, we all know when Gary Sanchez is on, he's one of the best catchers in baseball. Now, is he going to recapture almost
Easily.
hitting 300? Probably not. Catchers don't often do that, but he can give us 30 to 40 bombs in a normal season, maybe hitting 250, getting on base 30% of the time. Totally fine with that. Just,
Yeah.
hey, I said before the game started, I actually tweeted at Gleyber Torres' dad, and he responded, but that's besides the point, is that the Yankees needed Gleyber Torres
Weird
to
flex,
step up.
but okay.
Yeah. They needed him to step up because when the big two went down last year, Torres stepped up and carried it. Also, let's not forget, Voit looks so comfortable in the 2-hole.
Yeah, no, always though. Even last season, he was solid in the 2-hole. Also, don't discredit DJ LeMahieu. I mean, I feel like we always look past him because he just hits every night. But past the lineup, because the lineup I'm never too worried about. They always seem to get their groove going eventually, even if they do have a couple slow games. Garrett Cole on the mound tonight. I think we could both come to an agreement here. This was easily his best start as a Yankee.
And I don't think he had everything working tonight.
I don't think so either, but he was dominant. Seven innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run. And Verdugo hit a home run off of a pitch that wasn't even a bad pitch.
No.
It was credit to Verdugo on that because that was a good pitch that he took out. But he had 8 strikeouts tonight too. I mean, I can easily say that this was his best start as a Yankee, and it wasn't even A+ Garrett Cole.
I mean, yeah, if the fans were in the stands, his fastball would go up 2 miles an hour, but that's besides the point. JD Martinez coming into today had good numbers off of Cole. Cole made him his bitch.
Yep,
I mean,
4 strikeouts.
we got sword swings and everything, but Cole looked great, dotting the corners. I really love to watch him and Gary kind of communicate. Gary looks a lot better when he's catching Cole. Like, there's that trust going. And I know everyone's like, sign Maldonado. But you're not going to use Maldonado. When your best pitcher's on the mound, you need Gary Sanchez behind the plate. But
yeah, Cole has had a lot of great things to say about Sanchez as well. I know all the fans on Twitter think that they know everything about Sanchez and his defense and his offense, and he sucks. But I mean, let's listen to Garrett Cole here. Obviously, he's going to talk good about his catcher, but Cole has claimed that he likes working with Sanchez and that he calls a great game. Yeah. So I think that we could see that there is chemistry between those two already.
That's been a trend. Trend, though. Paxton's stated it several times. People love throwing to Gary Sanchez. And yeah, he might not sometimes be the best blocker, but let's also be honest. For a while now, ever since Gary's been in with the Yankees pitching staff have some of the nastiest stuff, so it's not very easy to catch. I mean, but anyway, Garrett Cole's a Yankee. We can relax every fifth day.
It's so nice. I think we've said this so many times, but I need to say it again. It's so nice to just turn on the TV, sit back, relax, and watch an ace pitch for your team because, like I said, we have not had that in so long. And it's beautiful to watch Garrett Cole pitch. It's beautiful to watch him dominate the Red Sox. Overall, great win tonight. I could easily see the Yankees sweeping Boston just because Boston has no pitching at all. The Yankees could probably rock them around the field all series long. But huge win. I believe they're 13-6 on the season now.
They're 13-6, and DJ LeMahieu today leads.
He's on the road to 400
since he's joined the Yankees. Has 69 multi-hit games.
Crazy.
And that's by far the most. Like, it's a big gap. I mean, the dude just hits. He's going to get a contract extension. So just enjoy it, and let's go Yanks.
Yep. On that note, we will see you guys next time, and have a good one.
Peace.